Mustangs, welcome to this Monday edition of the Daily Update. I'm Melia Masumoto.
And I'm Katie Pratt, coming to you from the Tony Peterson studio on SMU campus. Let's get to the news. It's the 5th deadliest week for Dallas County. That story tops today's Mustang Minute. 372 new COVID cases were reported, in addition to 25 more deaths in Dallas County over the weekend. This brings the total to more than 247,000, making Dallas County the second highest in COVID cases in Texas, behind Harris County. As COVID numbers are on the rise, help is on the way to many Americans. The Senate approved President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan. It took the Senate 12 hours to pass the plan on a 50-40 party line vote. The relief package includes billions of dollars for states, schools, small businesses, and hospitals, along with up to $14,000 for many Americans. The House takes up the bill on Tuesday. With Congress working on COVID relief, some Americans turn to another kind of relief, one that would change their lives forever, adding a little extra fur to their everyday lives. That was the case for some SMU students who decided to adopt a pet during quarantine. SMU reporter Haley Capavilla has more on the story.
Meow. Meow. I was actually going to bring my family dog down here with me, but then Corona hit and my mom was isolated at home alone and my dad was stuck in Korea, so I didn't want to take my dog away from my parents.
COVID kind of forced all of us to isolate, and being away from my family, living in a one-bedroom, half my friends weren't even at SMU. I needed something that would give me some purpose.
Go lay down, go lay down, go lay down. All the way down. First, I was looking at shelters, but a lot of shelters didn't actually allow you to go and meet the dog. So I ended up looking into breeders and got a puppy, and that process was really easy.
No, the last thing you need to do is get in all that catnip again. The adoption process was actually so straightforward. I actually went and visited her like probably 3-4 times before I got her.
It's definitely helped me keep my sanity, especially beginning of quarantine when it was very difficult to see anyone.
Good girl.
Doing it during COVID was actually probably one of the best things I could have done for myself because it gave us so much time to spend together. And because of that, we're super close.
I was able to take my dog out in between back-to-back classes during that 10-minute period if I needed to. So it actually became easier to raise the dog during COVID times.
For SMU-TV, this is Haley Capavilla.
According to the shelter animals count, there were 26,000 more pet adoptions in 2020 than the year before. President Biden signs an executive order expanding voting access across the country. Biden says the new order signed Sunday will ensure all eligible citizens can freely participate in the Electoral College. Under the orders, all federal agencies must submit proposals of how they plan to promote voter registration and participation. Additionally, the General Service Administration must modernize the federal government's vote.gov portal. Meghan and Harry tell all to Oprah. The couple talked on national television Sunday night about several topics that didn't shine a very good light on the royals. Meghan admitting she was considering suicide during her pregnancy because she felt life within the royal family was isolating and lacking in support. The couple also spoke about the royals' concern over how dark their baby's skin color might be. Prince Harry also told Oprah he felt trapped by being royal and had to get out. He said Prince Charles stopped taking his calls and he was cut off financially in 2020. In lighter news, the couple is expecting a baby girl. Pope Francis makes history and protests continue in Myanmar. Those stories and more are in this week's World News for World Changers. Here's SMU-TV's Brooklee Hahn.
Hey Mustangs, welcome to World News for World Changers. I'm Brooklee Hahn, and here are your global headlines. Pope Francis is making history after being the first pontiff to set foot in Iraq. Despite COVID-19 restrictions and security concerns, Pope Francis landed in Baghdad on Friday. Later in the day, he visited the Church of Our Lady of Salvation in Baghdad, where 58 Christians were massacred in 2010. He also met with government officials, including the president and prime minister, urging them to work together for a peaceful coexistence. Over the weekend, he met with Muslim leaders and visited the birthplace of Abraham. Pro-democracy protests continue in Myanmar despite violent crackdowns by security forces. Dozens of protesters and aid workers have been beaten and killed over the past week. The protests erupted over a month ago when the military detained the president and other senior officials, declaring a coup and handing power over to the army. Despite Italy blocking a shipment of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, Australia is continuing its vaccine rollout as planned. The Italian government stopped the shipment after the European Commission adopted new measures which allow member states to restrict exports. Italy says the decision was made after the manufacturer's delays in supplying Italy with vaccines. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison assured his citizens that the country would be able to procure enough doses of COVID-19 vaccines despite the blocked shipment. And that's the news from around the globe. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Thanks, Brooklee, for that report. And that's your Mustang Minute.
And being able to have friends that I'm really close with and spend a lot of time with during the week.
I think the best part about being on SMU Cheer is getting to be on a team that's so good and getting to learn new stunts and new skills and to be surrounded by incredible people.
Like being able to represent my school. I think that it's really important to make your school look the best it can, and so I love being able to be in the spotlight and show how great SMU is.
For more information, visit the SMU Cheer website.
Time now for your 5-day forecast, Mustangs. I'm Melia Masumoto. Monday will be mostly sunny with a high around 70 degrees, but temperatures will drop to a low in the mid-50s by Tuesday morning. Clouds will move in, and over the next few days, we won't see the sunshine. The high Tuesday will be around 73 degrees with a low around 60. Wednesday, the wind will pick up, but the temps will continue to climb to around 75 degrees. The lows will be in the mid-60s. Thursday, we'll see more of the same with a high in the mid-70s and a low in the mid-60s again. Make sure and check the weather before walking the dog Friday because there's a 50% chance of rain in the forecast. Scattered thunderstorms are expected Friday with a high around 76 and a low in the low 60s. So enjoy the sunshine Monday, Mustangs, because clouds roll in for the rest of the week. That's your 5-day forecast. I'm Melia Masumoto.
Wesley House is the college ministry of Highland Park United Methodist Church. We primarily minister to the students at SMU, but there are students from all over that get connected to what we do. We have a physical building here on the north side of campus that offers a place for students to come and gather, to study, to meet for Bible studies or small groups, and a place to just escape the social and academic pressures of college life.
Our main goal is for students to walk in the door, feel loved and accepted, and to ultimately have a transformation in their life. I know a lot of students walk in just to find a place to study, but our hope is that they encounter a love that's deeper and richer than they've experienced anywhere else.
I'd say the greatest thing that I've gained out of coming to the Wesley House has been the community of people. All the students and the people who work here, they really love this place and they love each other.
For more info, visit hpumc.org/college ministry.
Chipotle Mexican Grill is adding a new item to its menu, but it's not in the way you might think. The popular fast casual restaurant chain is entering the beauty market and releasing a makeup collection. Starting this Wednesday, e.l.f. Cosmetics will sell a limited edition Chipotle-inspired collection of beauty products. The collection will include everything from salsa-inspired lip gloss to a makeup bag designed after a bag of chips. The 12-color eyeshadow palette will have shades named after popular ingredients like fajitas, sofritas, corn, salsa, guac, and more. Well, that's all we have for you Mustangs. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/SMU-television and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SMU-TV. If you have any story ideas, shoot us an email, smutv@smu.edu. Thanks for watching this Monday edition of the Daily Update.
Be sure to tune in Tuesday for more news from the Hilltop, including how some SMU students are helping those in need in North Texas. Until then, have a great day and pony up.
SMU-TV and the Division of Journalism want to thank our underwriters, North Park Center in Dallas, Javier's Gourmet Mexicano on Cole Avenue, and Advance ER off West Lovers Lane. We appreciate your support of student media.